$1,759,054.35. Revenues for the month were $826,030.95. Disbursements for the month were $554,429.80, resulting in a balance on November the 30th, 2016 for County General, $2,030,655.49. Beginning balance as of November 1st, 2016 for County Roads was $1,071,970.90. Revenues for the month were $262,828.83. Disbursements for the month were $125,319.95, resulting in a balance on November 30th, 2016 of $1,209,479.78. 1/4 cent sales tax revenues for November were $123,718.29. 1% county sales tax revenue for November were $281,679.30. General revenue turned back for November was $14,760.93. Highway revenue turned back for November was $94,542.57, and the 1.5% state highway tax for November was $45,670.78.
Okay, thank you, Tom. Announcements and presentations. We have appointments to the North Arkansas Medical Center. Mr. Vince, would you please introduce these people?
Yes, sir. Well, it's my pleasure to bring to you tonight candidates for our hospital board. Wes Hudson, who served as our chair this last year, has rotated off the board. I'm going to introduce three people here today. Two of them are hometown boys, and one of them got here as quick as he could. First of all, Matt Miller. Matt is serving as a general direct board member. He will be serving a 6-year term. He's a 97 graduate of the high school here in Harrison, a 2001 graduate of the University of Arkansas. He works at Miller Hardware. He's a lifelong member of the Christian Church here in town, First Christian Church. He's a member of the Harrison Rotary Club, and he has just finished his term as a member of the board of North Arkansas College. So I present him for a 6-year term beginning January 1, 2017. Next, for special direct board members, these are 1-year terms. Dr. Tom Langston, who is unable to be here this evening. He's been serving this community as a physician since 1988. He is a Harrison High School graduate, University of Arkansas graduate, UAMS graduate, and he is being presented to you for a 1-year special director term as he is the chief of staff this year at the hospital. I also have another member of our medical staff who's been in our community almost 3 years. His name is Dr. Adam McCall. He's being presented for a special director of 1 year. Dr. McCall is currently serving as the president of our employed physician group. He's a family medicine physician. He also does OB. He's a Conway High School graduate, University of Central Arkansas, University of Arkansas Medical Sciences, and UAMS AHAC in Fayetteville, is where he did his training. He's being presented today. Also, he's a board president of Harrison K-Life. He's, as I mentioned, he's on our clinic executive board. He's also secretary of our physician hospital organization. He's being presented for a 1-year term beginning January 1, 2017. And two of them are here this evening, and so proceed to grill them north. I present them as our board members for the hospital.
I move to approve all nominees.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed by the same sign.
Thank you all.
Thank you, Bill. Thanks, gentlemen, for coming. Okay, new business. We have appropriation ordinance to transfer funds to the prosecuting attorney's budget from the deputy prosecuting attorney's budget submitted by Justice Inslee.
I'll make a motion to have this ordinance read. Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed by the same sign.
Have that read by title only since it's just a transfer within the
I'll second.
Okay.
Be it entitled by the Quorum Court of the County of Boone, State of Arkansas, an ordinance be entitled, an ordinance amending the annual budget for Boone County for the fiscal year 2016 and authorizing the county judge to administer such budget and for other purposes. Now therefore be ordained by the Quorum Court of Boone County, Arkansas. Make a motion to adopt.
Any discussion? Christie, would you roll call, please?
Kara Staples. Yes. Frank Hansen.
Yes.
Dan Roberts.
Yes.
Brian Stabley.
Yes.
Kathy Valentine.
Yes.
Sam Kinsley.
Yes.
Robert Meade.
Yes.
Jim Hart.
Yes.
Ralph Quinn.
Yes.
James Whitener.
Yes.
David Thompson.
Yes.
That one passes. Okay, number 2, we have appropriation ordinance, an ordinance appropriating funds to the county extension budget from the county general fund submitted by Justice Brian Snavely.
Make a motion to read it, the ordinance in entirety.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed by the same sign.
It being enacted by the Quorum Court of the County of Boone, State of Arkansas, in order to be entitled, an ordinance amending the annual budget for Boone County for fiscal year 2016, authorizing the county judge to administer such budget and for other purposes. Now therefore be ordained by the Quorum Court of Boone County, Arkansas. Section 1, the following appropriation is made by the County General Fund 1000 to 1000-0801-1004, County Extension Personnel Services Contract Labor, the amount of $1,417. This sum, $1,417, is the amount needed to make the quarterly appropriation of $14,659.25 for the fourth quarter of 2016. The $1,417 was taken from the county extension budget in error in February of this year for the dues to the NWAEVD for grants and non-dependent as a storm shelter. Section 2, if any provision or section of this ordinance is held invalid by a court of competent jurisdiction, such invalidity shall not affect the provisions, sections of the ordinance, and as such, in the provisions and sections of this ordinance are declared inseparable. This ordinance herein enacted is an appropriation ordinance, and therefore it is effective immediately, and I move to adopt.
Any discussion? Christie?
Frank Hansen.
Yes.
Dan Roberts.
Yes.
Brian Stabley.
Yes.
Kathy Valentine.
Yes.
Sam Kinsley.
Yes.
Robert Meade.
Yes.
Jim Hart.
Yes.
Ralph Quinn.
Yes.
James Whitener.
Yes.
David Thompson.
Yes.
Kara Staples.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, third one is an appropriation ordinance, and an ordinance appropriating funds for the 2017 budget for Boone County, submitted by Justice Jim Hart. Due to a Scrivener's, excuse me, we're not going to be able to say that, error, Lucretia had to redo this ordinance, and all of you have a copy of the writing.
Just the first page.
Just the first
Yeah, it's
one.
just the first page, correct. I'm sorry about that.
Okay, this is the budget. Before we get there, this being the last meeting, I want to thank Sam Kinsley and Kathy Valentine that have served on the Budget and Finance Committee. That won't be around to help us anymore, but we appreciate what they've done.
Appreciate you.
This being very voluminous, I'm going to move that we approve this, that we read this and read it by title only, of course copies are available, and once we get it moved and seconded, we will answer questions. If you have a question, I'll probably refer you to Tommy Kramer. We did it a little different this year, Tommy and Robert, Lucretia, and Tammy, and people that I would say help, but they didn't help. They did it. So anyway, we're very pleased with the way the budget turned out. It's less than last year's, which is rare. does include the 3% raise for the employees. It just looks like it worked out really well. So I would move that we read it by title only.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed by the same sign. Okay.
Be enacted by the Quorum Court of the County of Boone, State of Arkansas, an ordinance to be entitled, an ordinance to establish the annual operating budget for calendar year 2017 and for other purposes. Now therefore be it ordained by the Quorum Court of Boone County, Arkansas.
Do I have a second? Any discussion? Crystal?
Dan Roberts.
Yes.
Brian Stabely.
Yes.
Kathy Valentine.
Yes.
Sam Tinsley.
Yes.
Robert Meek.
Yes.
Jim Hart.
Yes.
Ralph Gwynn.
Yes.
James Whitener.
Yes.
David Thompson.
Yes.
Carrie Staten.
Yes.
Frank Hansen.
Yes.
Great. That passes.
Thank you.
And I would like to reiterate what Jim said, this was, it worked smoother than I ever thought it would. And I've had the best JPs there are to work with on this. And they've had input all along, and I just think we've got a great working relationship. And I sure appreciate it on my part. Okay, next is an ordinance to place the caps pertaining to fire department dues on the appropriation district's property tax statement. Submitted by Justice Gwynn and Justice Widener.
I make a motion that we read this in its entirety.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed by the same sign. Okay.
Whereas the Capital Batavia Volunteer Fire Protection Association Incorporated has made a request of the Quorum Court to replace the fire department's dues on the property tax statements as authorized by ACA 14-20-108. Whereas the Capital Batavia Volunteer Fire Protection Association Incorporated submitted with their request a petition filed with the county clerk and signed by registered voters in the Volunteer Fire Department District as authorized by ACA 14-20-108 as amended by Act 693 of 2015. Whereas the county clerk has determined that the number of signatures of registered voters in the subject fire district on petition are sufficient. Whereas the Quorum Court shall adopt the ordinance attached to the petition submitted by the registered voters by ACA 14-20-108 as amended by Act 693 of 2015. Now, therefore, it is hereby ordained and adopted that as provided by ACA 14-20-108 as amended by Act 693 of 2015, the collector shall place the fire dues of the Capital Batavia Volunteer Fire Protection Association Incorporated on the property tax statements. A true and correct copy of this ordinance shall be published as required by law and effective 30 days following publication. Now move to adopt.
It has to go into 3 readings, doesn't it?
Well, yeah, I want to do that.
Move to suspend the rules.
Yeah, suspend the rules.
Move to suspend the rules.
I second.
All those in favor say aye.
Yes.
All opposed by the same sign. We can go into our second reading.
Well, that does take 2/3 to suspend the rules. If you can tell that from us. If there's any opposition.
Okay,
that doesn't.
Okay, ask to approve a voice vote.
Aye.
All opposed.
Do we need to put it on multiple readings?
Yeah.
I move that it be read by its title. I'll second.
I think we're all discombobulated. We got to read it the first time, and then we got to suspend the rules, put it on the second reading, and we got to suspend the rules. Yeah, but I mean, we got to read it the first time, and then we got to suspend the rules for the second reading, and then suspend the rules for the third reading. Or if We're going to do
We
this.
just
Yeah.
suspended the rules.
Yeah, on the first reading?
Yeah.
Yes.
For the second.
Okay.
Unless you made a
So
motion
what's
to
on
read
the
it
second or
again.
third reading?
We're on the second.
Did you, David, did you?
Yes.
No, just by title only.
Whereas the Captain Volunteer Fire Protection Association Incorporated has made a request of the Quorum Court to place the fire department dues on the property tax statements as authorized by ACA 14-20-108. Need to suspend the rules and put it on third reading.
Second.
Roll call. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. This is third reading in.
Move to read it by title only.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign.
Whereas the Captain Volunteer Fire Protection Association Incorporated has made a request of the Quorum Court to place the fire department dues on the property tax statements as authorized by ACA 14-20-108. Move to adopt.
Roll it.
Third reading. Now we need a motion.
Ralph and then I did.
Roll call.
Just do it right now. All right. Brian Stabler.
Yes.
Kathy Valentine.
Yes.
Sam Tinsley.
Yes.
Robert Meek.
Yes.
Jim Park.
Yes.
Ralph Quinn.
Yes, ma'am.
James Whitehead.
Yes.
David Thompson.
Yes.
Karen Stabler.
Yes.
Frank Hansen.
Yes.
Dan Roberts.
Yes.
I'll try to keep up with the next one.
That passes. This is our third reading on it.
Hey, we know how to do it.
Yeah, I know it, yeah.
It's been a while since we suspended the rules on something.
Okay, number 5 is the same ordinance submitted by David Thompson.
Okay, and for me, there's just the name change and no other changes. And so I would make a motion that we read this by title only. It's the same exact ordinance, just for Diamond City.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Okay, David.
Maybe, which is this, the title only? Just the first section?
Section.
Okay. Whereas Diamond City Fire Department has made a request of the Quorum Court to place the fire department dues on the property tax statements as authorized by ACA 14-20-108. And I'd go ahead and make a motion to suspend the rules to put it on the second reading
Second.
by title only.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed by the same sign.
Whereas Diamond City Fire Department has made a request of the Quorum Court to place the fire department dues on the property tax statements as authorized by ACA 14-20-108. And now I would make a motion to suspend the rules to put this on its third and final reading for adoption.
Second.
By title only. That sounds like a continuing theme.
Do I have a second on that?
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed by the same sign.
Okay, whereas the Diamond City Fire Department has made a request of the Quorum Court to place the fire department dues on the property tax statements as authorized by ACA 14-20-108, I would make a motion to adopt this.
Second.
Any discussion? Okay, Crystal.
Kathy Valentine.
Yes.
Sam Kinsley. Robert Meek.
Yes.
Jim Park. Ralph Quinn.
Yes.
James Whitehead.
Yes.
David Thompson.
Yes.
Karen Stabler.
Yes.
Frank Hansen.
Yes.
Dan Roberts.
Yes.
Brian Stabler.
Yes.
Okay. Passes. Okay, the final appropriation ordinance, an ordinance to appropriate funds from county general to the sheriff's budget for COBRA payments, and from the library fund to the library budget for COBRA payments. Submitted by Justice Valentine.
I'll make a motion to read it in its entirety. Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed by the same sign.
Being enacted by the Quorum Court of the County of Boone, State of Arkansas, an ordinance to be entitled, an ordinance amending the annual budget for Boone County for the fiscal year 2016 and authorizing the county judge to administer such budget and for other purposes. Now therefore, be it ordained by the Quorum Court of Boone County, Arkansas, Section 1, the following appropriation is made from County General Fund Number 1000 to 1000-0400-1009, Sheriff's Department Personal Services, Health Insurance Matching, $25.82. This sum, $25.82, is the money paid by a previous employee for insurance and already deposited into County General. Section 2, the following appropriation is made from the Library Fund Number 3008-0600 to 3008-0600-1009, Library Personnel Services, Health Insurance Matching, $26.34. This sum, $26.34, is the money paid by a previous employee for insurance and already deposited into the library fund. Section 3, if any provision or section of this ordinance is held invalid by a court of competent jurisdiction, such invalidity shall not affect other provisions and sections of the ordinance, and to such end, the provisions and sections of this ordinance are declared to be severable. Section 4, this ordinance herein enacted is an appropriation ordinance, and therefore it is effective immediately. I move to adopt.
Second.
Okay, any discussion? Crystal?
Sam Kinsley,
Yes.
Robert Meeks,
Yes.
Jim Hart,
Yes.
Ralph Gwynn,
Yes.
James Wagner,
Yes.
David Thompson,
Yes.
Karen State,
Yes.
Frank Hansen,
Yes.
Dan Roberts, Brian Stanley,
Yes.
Kathy Valentine.
Yes.
Okay. That's the end of our ordinances. Do we have any comments from the public? Okay, I'd like to make some presentations. We've got 4 JPs that are going out. Some of them have been here for a long time, and some of them not so long. And 2 years I've worked with you, it's been a pleasure. I didn't realize everything could go so smooth, and I know it's because of you that it's gone that way, because as you know, I'm not the best controller of the Quorum Court. But I would like to present these plaques. Sheriff, for 4 years, I appreciate it. I watched you in the past. I know that you have that business to the county. That's hard. Sure appreciate your service.
Thank you. It's been a privilege. Thank you.
And I was serious when I said I'd miss you.
Pardon?
Sam,
I look at that wrong.
for 12 years,
I appreciate it.
you bet. Sure appreciate you, and I'm going to miss you. And like Kara, I know you guys have done a lot for this county, and it's been an honor to work with you.
I appreciate it. It's been an honor to be here. Bobby Wood's going to take my place, and he's going to do a great job. I think he's a good guy, and he'll do a good job.
We're looking forward to working with you. And if he isn't a great guy, I'm blaming him. Frank, sir, thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
It's been a pleasure working with you.
I've enjoyed it.
Well, you've done a lot for the county, we sure appreciate it.
Thank you.
Kathy, for your 2 years, thank you very much. I know you've been a part of the everything, you know, I'm trying to think here, Red Cross and everything else, you know, you've been a part of that, and we sure appreciate what you do.
Thank you. It's been an honor and a privilege.
Well, thank you very much.
I ain't seen them all before except Sam.
I was just thinking the other night, I saw the tail end of a movie, and when Wyatt Earp and Doc Holliday were saying goodbye, they both said, they've got the words. Sam, ain't got the words. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Sam, it's been a pleasure.
Been my pleasure. And I say that particularly because I think Sam and I came on along about the same time and fought a lot of the same battles and just fought a lot. And just fought a lot. Yeah. And I thought
been on before, and Dan and Ralph and David. I've called Ron at every hour of the day. He's always helped me. He never did always tell me what I wanted to hear, but he always helped me.
That's the problem with lawyers.
Most of all, I'd like to thank you guys, because I know, I'm not the best parliamentary procedure, and it's been a learning experience for me. Instead of, you guys being rough on me, you've all stepped in and tried to help me, and that means more than anything to me. And just to know that, we left here without any battles is a good thing. It shows that your county government can work.
Me and all of you, the way you get along. It's not always been that way. It's been really congenial with each other for several years. That's the way Tommy is, we're going to find
I'm gonna miss having women on here.
Uh,
I'm gonna miss having women on board.
yeah, that's too.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
I'll second that.
This program is brought to you as a public service of KTKO Channel